Religion was invented by humans, not God logic before faith. If religion truly came from a God, we would expect one clear message, one consistent system, one universal truth. But when we examine religion carefully, what we find is something very different. Contradictions, cultural influence, changing rules, human fingerprints everywhere. So in this video, I'm not asking you to believe anything. I'm asking you to look at the evidence. Let me give you some examples. These examples will make it easier to understand why I say religion looks like a human invention. Example 1. Religion is determined by birthplace. Your religion is decided before you have the ability to think critically. You don't choose it, you inherit it. If you are born in Pakistan, the probability that you will be Muslim is extremely high. If you are born in India, Hinduism becomes the default belief. If you are born in Europe or America, Christianity dominates. If you are born in Japan, Shinto or Buddhism is most likely. This pattern is not rare. It is global. It is consistent. Religion spreads in the same way. Language spreads. Culture spreads. Tradition spread. Truth does not behave like this. Mathematics does not change when you cross a border. Physics does not depend on your nationality. Gravity works the same everywhere. But religion changes completely based on geography. That alone tells us something important. Religion behaves like culture, not like truth. And that is the first major red flag. Example 2. Gods reflect human environment. Early humans lived in direct contact with nature. They did not understand natural forces, so their gods controlled nature. They created rain gods to explain drought, sun gods to explain seasons, storm gods to explain lightning, harvest gods to explain survival. These gods made sense in a world without science. But as human knowledge increased, something interesting happened. These gods disappeared. No one worships a lightning god today. We understand electricity. No one prays to a sun god to make the sun rise. We understand astronomy. Religion changed as human understanding changed. That is not how divine truth behaves. That is how human explanations evolve. A god does not need updates. Human ideas do. Example 3. Religion always aligns with power. Throughout history, religion has almost always aligned with authority. Kings ruled by divine right. Priests controlled access to sacred knowledge. Religious institutions justified laws, wars, and social hierarchy. Questioning belief was rarely encouraged. It was punished. Heresy, blasphemy, exile, execution. Religion did not threaten power. It protected it. This pattern repeats across civilizations, cultures, and centuries. That is not coincidence. That is how control systems operate. If religion came from a God who values truth and justice, why does it so often serve rulers instead of ordinary people? Example 4. Religious morality keeps updating. Religious morality is often presented as timeless and perfect, but history tells a different story. At different times, religions supported slavery, child marriage, women as property, holy wars, punishment for disbelief. Later, these same religions condemned those practices. What changed? Not God. Society changed. As human moral understanding evolved, religion adapted to survive. A perfect moral system would not need revision. A human system would. Religion does not lead moral progress, it follows it. Example 5. Fear is central to religion. Fear is one of the most powerful tools humans use to control behavior. Religion understands this very well. Hell, punishment, eternal suffering. These ideas enforce obedience without evidence. Fear keeps people in line. But religion is not unique here. Governments use fear. Laws use fear. Ideologies use fear. Fear works. Truth does not require fear. Truth can stand on evidence alone. Authority, however, often depends on fear, and religion consistently uses it. These 5 examples are not emotional arguments. They are observations. They show religion, following culture, reflecting human knowledge, serving power, updating morality, using fear. These are not divine characteristics. These are human characteristics. And this is only the beginning. Example 6. Contradictory revelations cannot all be divine. Every major religion claims exclusive truth. Each one says, our God is the real one. Our prophet is the final one. Our book is the true one. Others are mistaken. These claims directly contradict each other. Logic gives us two possibilities. One religion is true, and all others are false. All religions are human attempts to explain reality, but there is no objective method provided by religion itself to identify the correct one. People believe the religion they are born into, not the one they logically test. Multiple conflicting revelations strongly suggest human imagination, cultural storytelling, competing belief systems, not divine clarity. Example 7. Religion appears only after human cognition. Religion does not exist before humans. There is no religion before language, no religion before symbolic thought, no religion before storytelling, no religion before social hierarchy. Religion appears after humans develop imagination and narrative thinking. This matters. If religion were revealed by a god, we would expect it to exist independently of human cognitive development. Instead, religion emerges exactly when humans gain the ability to create stories, symbols, and meaning. That timing is not accidental. Example 8. Faith exists where evidence is missing. In every reliable knowledge system, evidence comes first. Belief follows. In religion, belief comes first. Evidence is unnecessary. This reversal is critical. Faith is praised precisely because evidence is absent. If evidence were strong, faith would be irrelevant. Faith functions as a psychological substitute for proof. That is not how truth works. That is how belief systems survive. Example 9. Sacred texts reflect human knowledge limits. Sacred texts reflect ancient understanding of the universe, ancient medical beliefs, ancient social structures, ancient moral frameworks. They do not demonstrate advanced knowledge beyond their historical context. They contain no modern physics, germ theory, evolutionary biology, accurate cosmology. A divine source would not be constrained by the ignorance of a specific era. Human authors would be. Example 10. Religion competes like a human ideology. Religions compete for followers. They claim exclusivity, promise rewards, threaten punishment, discourage doubt, frame outsiders as wrong or dangerous. This behavior is identical to political ideologies, cult systems, nationalist movements. Truth does not need protection. Truth does not need fear. Truth does not need competition. Ideas do. At this point, the conclusion is no longer emotional or philosophical. It is structural. Religion behaves the way human inventions behave. It evolves, it adapts, it fragments, it reflects culture, it serves psychological needs. There is nothing in religion's behavior that requires a divine explanation. There is everything that requires a human one. This does not prove that a God does not exist. It proves something more specific and more uncomfortable. Religion does not behave like divine truth. It behaves like a system built by humans to explain the unknown, control behavior, reduce fear, create meaning. When we apply logic consistently, one conclusion fits the evidence best. Religion was invented by humans, not delivered by a god. Belief may feel comforting. Logic remains necessary. This is logic before faith. If this made you think, engage with it. Reason survives only when it's shared. Subscribe to Logic Before Faith